In the quiet town of Harmonyville, a strange noise breaks the silence. It's an ordinary day, and the sun is shining brightly over a group of young, spirited friends. They're busy building a fort, their laughter echoing through the air, when suddenly, a peculiar sound captures their attention. It's not the usual chirping of birds or the rustling of leaves in the wind. No, this sound is different, unrecognizable, and it's coming from somewhere close. The sound is a low rumble like distant thunder, but the sky is clear. It ebbs and flows, sometimes loud, sometimes just a whisper. The kids stop their play, their eyes wide with curiosity and a hint of apprehension. They look at each other, their playful chatter replaced by a shared silence. The mysterious sound has piqued their interest, and they can't help but wonder what could be causing it. Their imaginations run wild. Could it be a monster hiding in the woods? Or perhaps a hidden treasure buried deep underground, calling out to be discovered? The youngest of the group, a wide-eyed little girl with pigtails, suggests it could be aliens trying to communicate with them. The idea is met with a chorus of laughter, but it does nothing to dispel the sense of mystery. After a moment of contemplation, the oldest, a boy with glasses and a knack for solving puzzles, proposes they should investigate. The others exchange glances, a mixture of excitement and trepidation on their faces. Yet the allure of the unknown is too strong to resist. With a collective nod, they agree. Each child grabs a stick, their make-believe swords, ready to face whatever adventure awaits them. Their backyard, once a simple playground, has now turned into a land of endless possibilities and thrilling mysteries. The sound, still echoing in the distance, is their beacon, guiding them towards the unknown. With a mixture of excitement and fear, our brave heroes set off to uncover the source of the mysterious sound. Armed with their curiosity and a sense of adventure, the children start their investigation. Their day began just like any other, but the mysterious sound had sparked an intrigue that just couldn't be ignored. With a sense of determination that could rival any seasoned detective, the children embarked on an investigative journey, their mission to uncover the source of that peculiar noise. The first stop, the heart of the town. It was a bustling place filled with people going about their daily routines. They decided to ask the townsfolk if they had heard the strange sound. After all, two heads are better than one, and a whole town is even better, right? From the baker kneading his dough to the mailman delivering the day's letters, they interviewed everyone they could find. "Have you heard a strange sound today?" they'd ask, their eyes wide with hope and anticipation. But the townsfolk just shook their heads, some with a bemused smile, others with a shrug. The sound that had captivated the children's attention seemed to have gone unnoticed by everyone else. Next, they turned to the town's more eccentric residents, the old lady who lived in the shoe-shaped house, the man who walked his pet parrot around town, even the mysterious figure who lived at the top of the hill. But much to their disappointment, they too hadn't heard the sound. Despite their best efforts, the children's investigation had not yielded any leads. No one else seemed to have noticed the mysterious sound. The children were left with more questions than answers. Where was the sound coming from? Why couldn't anyone else hear it? But as the sun began to set, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, the children felt a renewed sense of determination. They may not have found any answers today, but they weren't about to give up. After all, Rome wasn't built in a day, and mysteries weren't solved in an afternoon. Despite the lack of leads, our young detectives are not disheartened and continue their investigation. The sound leads them to an old abandoned house on the outskirts of town. The echo of the mysterious sound grows louder and clearer as our young adventurers approach an antiquated dwelling, a relic of times long past. The house, though deserted, seems to resonate with stories untold, a silent guardian of secrets now forgotten. As the children inch closer, they realize that the sound isn't coming from within the house after all. Their eyes are drawn upwards towards the towering tree that stands sentinel beside the house. The sound, a plaintive cry, echoes from the lofty branches, and then they see it. A tiny bundle of feathers huddled alone on the ground, a baby bird, its wings fluttering weakly as it calls out for help. The source of the sound is finally revealed, but the mystery has only deepened. For the nest, the bird's home, is perched high above in the tree, far out of reach of their tiny hands. A sense of urgency fills their hearts. The baby bird is vulnerable, exposed. It needs to get back to the safety of its nest. But how? The children look at each other, their faces reflecting a mix of worry and determination. They know they can't leave their newfound friend in distress, but the task is daunting. The nest is high, the climb is dangerous, and the bird is fragile. Yet, they refuse to back down. They've come this far, followed the sound, discovered its source. Now they must see their mission through. They must help their little feathered friend. Their minds begin to whirl, ideas taking shape, plans forming. They don't have the wings to fly, but they have something else. They have their wits, their courage, and each other. And they are determined to use every resource at their disposal to help the baby bird. With a newfound mission, our heroes are determined to help their little feathered friend. Pooling their resources together, the kids devise a plan to save the baby bird. In a flurry of excitement, they huddle together, each presenting their ideas with the utmost enthusiasm. The air is filled with the buzz of innovation and a shared goal, a heartwarming testament to the power of teamwork. A vision begins to form, an ingenious scheme born from the collective minds of our young heroes. They decide to use a ladder and some rope to safely return the bird to its nest. A simple yet effective plan. One that requires courage and precision. But above all, it requires unity. But how does one simply use a ladder and some rope? This is where the magic of their unique skills comes into play. It's not just about having a plan, it's about executing it with flair. And our young heroes are more than up to the task. One of them, known for her dexterity, is put in charge of handling the rope. She has the steady hands of a surgeon and the nimble fingers of a pianist, making her the perfect candidate for this delicate task. Another, renowned for his strength, is given the responsibility of securing the ladder. His job is to ensure that the ladder remains steady, providing a safe passage for the bird's journey upwards. The rest of them rally around, offering their support in any way they can. They fetch the needed tools, they keep an eye on the distressed bird, and they provide moral support, their voices blending into a chorus of encouragement. Each child has a role to play, each child has a part in this great plan. As they work, there's a sense of purpose, a sense of camaraderie that binds them together. They're not just friends anymore, they're a team working towards a common goal. The scene is a testament to their resourcefulness, their determination, and their unwavering belief in the power of unity. And so, with their plan carefully crafted, with every detail meticulously thought out, they are ready to face the challenge, ready to save the day. With the plan in place, it's time to execute. With bated breaths, the children begin their rescue operation. The air is thick with anticipation, their hearts pounding in their chests like a drum. Their fingers are crossed, their hopes high. They've planned, they've prepared, and now is the time to put it all into action. They spring into motion, each child having a specific role to play. They work together like a well-oiled machine, their movements precise, their focus unwavering. They face minor obstacles along the way, but these are no match for their determination and ingenuity. A stuck branch here, a slippery rock there, but they overcome each, their resolve stronger than any challenge they encounter. Slowly, carefully, they guide the baby bird back to its nest. The little creature chirps happily, its voice a sweet melody that fills the air. The children's eyes twinkle with delight, their hearts swell with pride. They've done it! They've returned the baby bird to its nest! Their joy is palpable, their relief immense. The children look at each other, their faces shining with happiness. They've not only solved the mystery, but they've also helped a friend in need. They've proven that even the smallest among us can make a big difference. They've learned that with teamwork and determination, there's no obstacle too great, no task too daunting. Back in their backyard, they celebrate their victory. They cheer, they laugh, they share stories of the adventure. The air is filled with their joy, their laughter echoing through the evening sky. As the sun begins to set, casting a warm, golden glow over everything, the children return home. Their hearts are filled with the joy of their successful adventure. They've made memories that will last a lifetime. They've experienced the thrill of victory, the satisfaction of a job well done. They walk away not only with a sense of accomplishment, but also with the knowledge that they've made a difference. Back in their backyard, they celebrate their victory, having not only solved the mystery but also helped a friend in need. As the sun sets, the children return home, their hearts filled with the joy of their successful adventure.